Alrighty guys, so you can probably tell by the title of the video here, but we're looking here at a couple things and what we did today. So first time I fired up the ice auger this year. I just put gas in it today. Got it all mixed 50-1. And if you don't know, obviously I don't post videos on this channel. It's my only channel, but I don't really do this. It's more of a just for fun thing, but I posted a video 3 years ago, was my last video apparently, and it was on this guy, and we were fixing the grommet, I think is what you call that, but it's the little black piece that the fuel hose goes into. Anywho, today filled it up, fired it up for the first time, and I was letting it warm up. It was probably a couple minutes, or at least a couple minutes anyway, and brought her off choke, and it was running okay, normal I guess, and then went to go just kind of rev it up and it stalled. So after that I kind of checked a couple things, started up right away, started up like nothing, and then went to go throttle up again after I let it run for like a minute, and it stalled out again. And then this time when it stalled out, I was leaking fuel out of the grommet, and I was a little surprised, but so I wiggled around the grommet, made sure that it was as sealed as it could be, and it was. I can pull it out right now. It's just not tight anymore. So that's kind of disappointing. Especially being the fact that the year that I replaced it, I used it. Last year I used it, the auger, half a dozen times maybe. And yeah. So after I checked the grommet, at least that's what I'm going to call it, the grommet. After I checked the grommet, I wiggled it around, tried pushing it back in there, everything. Started it up again and let it warm up, and it would just stall. It kept stalling on me. I finally got it so that it wouldn't stall. It might be something with the carburetor or something. I finally got it so it wouldn't stall, and as soon as you go, fuel just comes pouring. Like not even like just a stream. It's squirting and pouring out, and I don't know. So it's a 6-year-old auger. It was never stored outside. It's always been stored just in the corner of our basement. So condition wise, besides the fuel leak and stuff, it's in really good condition. I'm just kind of disappointed, being that I've always had a problem with this. Well, I shouldn't say always. The first year was good. After that it went downhill. But I've always had a problem with a little bit of fuel leaking out, even after like the first year. Not even of the grommet area, but just of somewhere underneath the tank. You'd see it dripping out when you primed it. But besides that fuel leak, and then now this year it keeps stalling, it's been a good auger. I don't know. I just expect it to last longer than the 6 years, being that it's never been stored outside, used every year, replace the spark plugs, do everything you can. But I just keep having problems with it, so I decided to do something about it, and yeah, we did something about it. So I got a 24-volt lithium by StrikeMaster. It's their 8-inch, and I think it'll work really good. This is just going to be my unboxing of it and first thoughts. So you gotta think, going battery, a lot of people are going battery that had gas. You don't have to deal with the gas if you don't like the smell. I know it's not that big of a deal, honestly. Most people probably like the smell, but I don't mind the smell. I don't really care. It's just, Some people would mind it and other people don't. But it's battery powered, so you don't have to deal with mixing gas. You don't have to be the guy out in the ice pulling your cord forever trying to get it started. You just hit a button and freaking go. So I got the 8-inch because 8 inches always worked fine for me. I'm never pulling in huge fish. I'm never pulling fish often enough or going for fish that big that it would matter for me to have a 10-inch. Not saying I don't catch big fish. But here it is. The, what do you call this part? The auger? There's that. I will take everything out and then just kind of do my first thoughts. At the bottom there they got attention before you return your auger. They want you to contact StrikeMaster. A little more packing. And then I'm assuming the head of the auger. And probably the user manual and hopefully charger. I would assume, I haven't run a battery one before, I've seen them run, but I would assume too it's a little bit quieter than gas, if that's a concern for you. Not that gas is super loud, but if you're drilling a lot of holes and you are drilling down and you're standing right over the exhaust, it can be a little loud. Alright, here we are. Packing stuff. The owner's manual, which I'll probably take a look at after I end this video. Your charger. It looks pretty standard. Good quality. And then it gives you the light signals, and then it does have a little rubber on the bottom and the ability for you to mount it somewhere if you want, but rubber on the bottom so it doesn't slide around. Here's the battery. It is a 4 amp hour 24 volt battery. It's supposed to give you, with the 8-inch, 50. 50 holes with the 8-inch, and then if you get the 6-inch version, it's 65 holes with the 24 volt 4 amp hour. There is the other model. I think there's a couple models, but it has a 40 volt, and you can do 100 holes with that. Honestly, I'm not a guy that likes, well, if I needed to I would, but I don't go around and hole hop a bunch. So I figured I'm drilling a couple holes here and there every day, tops, unless I'm not catching anything at all, then I will move, but I'm not drilling that many holes a day. So here's the head. And I already looked at the display in the store a little bit, so I know kind of what I'm getting into, obviously, but StrikeMaster ice augers. They got the on the left side here your directions, so you can forward or reverse to push your slush out of the hole, and then your power switch. There again, I would assume that's either going to be you hold it. I don't know. I gotta look at the directions. I've never used one of these before, but I would assume it's not on and off. It's more of just like a safety power switch, or this is your safety, and then you hit that when you're ready to drill. That's what it feels like anyway. It feels like it's a safety feature, but that's about it for my first thoughts here. Total weight on this guy is 22 pounds. And then I don't remember all the other statistics. So I'm gonna kind of take a look at him, mess around with him, and hopefully we'll be able to give you guys some good thoughts and review on this thing. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and if you liked it, don't forget to give a like, and if you didn't like it, well, that's your own problem.